I'm Bronwyn Jane, a grounded and empowering psychic medium who connects those with open hearts compassionately to spirit, whether that be through heartfelt readings, connecting this world to the other world, or to their own spirit through teachings and coaching. I know that you're watching this video because it's divinely guided and you want to know about spirit messages and symbols. I often get asked, how do I connect? How do I do what you do? And the simple short answer is to start being aware and open and just notice things. Spirit, whether it be your spirit guides, angels, loved ones, are always trying to get your attention. We get a little bit busy, a little bit preoccupied, and we don't always notice these signs and symbols that they are leaving us. Now, you may already know the basics, where they will leave feathers, coins, communicate through angelic numbers, but there are other ways that they communicate. And sometimes their meanings are more than what you think. So a feather has a meaning based on its colour. Different feathers that are different colours have different intentions, just like different angelic numbers, depending on how they're sequenced, also have different meanings. Different butterflies mean different things. Different animals mean different things. So they're the basic general ways that they communicate. They will send animals that have a specific meaning in front of us to try and communicate what they're trying to bring to our awareness. They may send butterflies around us that have a particular meaning for you, or just a general meaning that they're around. As I said, feathers depend on the colour. A black feather might be telling you it's time to start thinking about protecting yourself a little bit. Maybe there's energy around you that's not ideal. There's also things like coins. We need to look at the dates on the coins when we find them in our path. Maybe the date resonates or is significant for you or someone around you, or maybe it is significant for someone that has transitioned. Maybe it's an anniversary of a birth or a death or a marriage, something like that, and they're acknowledging it. Or maybe it was some other significant event that occurred around that date. Now you may need to dig into your archives to find out what that is and remember it and to bring it to the front. But they will have meanings. But there's more than that. We can do more than that. That's just where they're sending stuff to us. And sometimes we might want to have a two-way conversation or a two-way connection. So how do we do that? We can wait for them to do their thing and send us messages and almost give us that slap up the head, you know, this is what's going on, you're not seeing it. And they're great, there's no denying it, they are fantastic. But what about if we have a question and we want to guide the conversation? How do we do that? Now, it depends who you want to work with. There's no denying it's different depending on who you're connecting with and who you want your guidance from. We can approach it different ways. But generally speaking, we set up a system. Now, we may not know who we want to talk to. We just know that we need guidance from someone. The thing is, even if we don't know who we want to talk to, they know who has to answer because they know who has the answer for us. So we just trust that the right one will answer, the right spirit, the right energy will answer. Trust. It's a hard thing, isn't it? We like to control, but we just trust. We surrender. We do that. Now, maybe we've got something like a relationship we're not sure how to move forward on. Maybe it's a job. And we can ask for, we want a yes, no. So am I on the right path? Am I choosing the right thing? Whatever that is. And then we say to them, am I choosing the right thing? We hold in our heart what that right thing is, what that intention is, what our choice is. And then we will say to them, if I am choosing the right thing, I want you to give me a sign. Now, don't just let them decide what the sign is. Now, you can if you want, but I like to have a little bit more direction and connection with the energy stream. So I will say, if I'm choosing the right direction, I want you to show me, and then I pick what it is. I want you to show me gumboots, pink gumboots, or rainbow gumboots, or maybe I want to see a vanilla milkshake. You can make it whatever you want. It really doesn't matter what you're asking, what the symbol is. But ask for a symbol. I like to make it a little bit tricky. So I ask for gumboots during a drought because I know they're not easily acquired. Or I'll ask for a particular model car in a particular colour in a location that I know that vintage car is not normally seen. I'm a little bit of a pain like that. So I will do that. But you pick your symbol. So we ask for that sign that we are on the right path. We decide what the symbol is. And then we surrender and wait. Now, this is your challenge. You will have an expectation on how you receive that symbol and when. You need to let go of that expectation. And this is the reason. They will manifest that symbol in whatever way they can do that. So you may think that you are going to see your symbol in the 3D world as you go about your business. But you may see it on a social media feed. You may see it on TV through a show or news. You may see it in a newspaper article. You may be looking over someone's shoulder and it's in a book they're reading. You may hear it in a conversation that you are eavesdropping on. So be open to the fact that it will present in a way maybe a little bit left field. Now, the other thing is the time frame. We want it now. Now. Give them time to maneuver our world to put it in front of you. Okay, so it can take a few days, even a week, for that to happen. Because the other thing is, they can set it up, they can manifest it, they can have it in front of you, and then you use your free will and you don't maybe go down the street when you said you were going to. Maybe you don't watch that show you were going to, and everything that they had set up is now not going to be presented in front of you. So now they've got to start again. So that's why sometimes the time frame can be really fast sometimes and really slow other times, because they've set it up and then you've had a change of plans, something's happened, and what they had set up is not actually going to be in front of you. It's actually going, so they have to start again. So be mindful of that, okay? And then just be open and wait. But it's a really wonderful way to start considering controlling and developing that connection. When I say controlling, it's not controlling. It's a bit more like, instead of letting those spirit energies tell us what's going on in the way they want to, let's develop a personal connection with our team, personal symbols with our team, not just the generic ones. So once we have that kind of communication, and we can then, when we need another yes, we pick a different symbol and we wait. The other thing is, what we do is we can create our own symbols with spirit. Now, we know feathers mean certain things and numbers mean other things, and colours mean things, but let's make our own personal symbols, because after all, our relationship with spirit is personal. They're our personal team. It's not a team that serves the collective. Now, we do have that, but the ones that we're working with are our personal team. So why wouldn't we have a personal connection and a personal way of communicating? After all, we all communicate differently. So it's no different when we communicate with spirit. So think about what your symbols are to indicate that a particular loved one is around, rather than it just being the butterfly like everyone else gets. Pick something else and say to your loved one, when you're around, send me this sign. And wait so you know that it's been understood, that they've sent it to you so they understand. And then that can be, moving forward, always their sign that they send you. So creating your own specific symbols, way of communicating, even emojis. After all, this communication is like charades with emojis. So create your own with your team. Spend time connecting with them and really hone it, practice it, work with it, and do not lose heart or faith if it doesn't align with your timing. Remember, their timing is very different to ours, and we get very disappointed when things don't happen when we want them to, or even how we want them to. But the when is a big one, so let go of the when. Enjoy the connection. Really work with developing your personal symbols. And let it be a little bit creative. Let it be a reflective of your personality or your loved one's personality. Maybe your loved one had a particular interest in something. Maybe they were a little bit quirky. Work with that. Let them show their personality through the symbols that they give you. And make up your dictionary to communicate with spirit. Start writing these down as well, so you know what each symbol means for you. As I said, we've got the collective ones. We all know what they are, and that's wonderful. But to take it up a notch, work on your personal symbols. Work on that connection with your team. And it doesn't matter, once again, if you don't know exactly who you're communicating with, because they know who they're communicating with. And you'll eventually work it out. It takes time, but it's about trusting and it's about committing to the process. So share this with anyone that you think might be interested in learning about working with their spirit team, maybe learning about enhancing their communication with spirit. By all means, you can share this post. I welcome you to do so. The more we share our knowledge, the more we grow, the more things can shift and change for us. So on that note, I just want to thank you for spending some time with me, getting to feel my energy, what I'm about, how I communicate. If you like my style, I have a website, bronwynjanemedium.com. Please go across, explore it. You will find on there some free education, meditations, and a few other little treats on there as well. And it's a wonderful way to connect with me for readings, tutoring, or just to say hi. So on that note, I just want to thank you once again for spending some time with me. And however we connect in the future, I look forward to it. And until then, have a wonderful day.